Velvet Rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one and only Just David. I have a confession to make here at the top of the show. I am like deathly ill. I just spilled something on myself, by the way, for those of you watching on YouTube. So if you see a big water spot on my shirt, just spilled tea on myself. I'm deathly ill, and I think I have COVID. And it's Thursday at 1:48, and this show has to go out Saturday at 5:30. Like, just get out of bed, David, and record this. And I never get sick, but I really think I have COVID because I went to bed at 7 p.m. and I basically just got out of bed at 1:45 p.m. the next day. I don't want you to feel sorry for me. Just there we are. No Beverly Hills this week, you guys. Did you guys see the trailer for next week? Does anyone love Denise versus Erika? I really can't get enough. I really can't get enough. You know, Erika really is the opposite of Teresa, isn't she? And by the way, yes, I'm aware that my podcast was on RHOM. You all watching RHOM? I have to ask because the ratings are so low for RHOM. I'm like, it seems like a lot of people online are watching, but are all you watching? I hope so, because a lot of you did DM me to say you saw Behind the Velvet Rope on the podcast on Miami. And I knew that was coming. So let's get into that. And we'll talk about Ana, who I'm friends with, and all this other stuff in a second. Because if you haven't watched Miami, Behind the Velvet Rope, and myself, we're on it. So there we go. Okay, but before we get there, I mean, there's no Beverly Hills. I love Erika is like the opposite of Teresa. I mean, did you see the coming attraction? She is fighting with Denise, and she's just like, doesn't even like raise her voice. I love when Denise refers to, well, you had $20 million put in your account that you knew was from illegal sources. And you guys have been deflecting everything here for the past few years. Erika very calmly says, Denise, we haven't deflected anything about my life the last few years. Absolutely not. There's been no deflecting. I see her point. We kind of dealt with it head on. Denise says, really? And you're the one that claims you didn't know $20 million was deposited in your fucking account. Garcelle. Oh, shit. Erika very calmly says, it wasn't actually, and the government's proven that. You're a little late. Denise gets angry. Oh, really? Oh, well. It's not the best comeback, Miss Richards. Kim Richards giggles and stands up. This is all coming next week, guys. And says, it was so nice. I'm sorry. I'm going to excuse myself. Kim Richards is uncomfortable, guys. Denise says, you hit below the belt. You do. Erika says, oh, Denise, fuck off. I've had it. You know what? You've had your chance a week ago. You failed. You failed again tonight, and that's it. Conversation over. Bye. Kyle Richards says, well, apparently Lent is over. Laughs. That didn't last long. Erika, to the cameras. Don't come for me when you're on OnlyFans for $7. I mean, I do wonder what she makes, though. I mean, hopefully it's good. Denise sips tea. Erika sips tea. You guys are waiting for this. This is like probably the highlight of the whole thing for me is Erika versus Denise. I don't know why. I mean, Erika is the opposite of Teresa. Teresa would have tipped something over, gone crazy. I love how Erika I kind of fight like Erika. I just stay very calm. And then I tell you to fuck off to your face. So I'm loving it. A lot of you are saying you like Erika this season. Remember you said you would never like her? And I think a lot of you still hate her, but a lot of you are liking her. She's doing good, right, guys? So we have Beverly Hills next week to attest to. Everyone is asking me, why do I talk about Kyle and Morgan Wade and I'm not talking about Mauricio and Anita and all these Lily Pons? Well, I am. I did. I talk about it, I think, with Sarah. I don't know. Maybe that episode didn't air. But this marriage is over. I mean, is there anything else to say? Kim and Croy are dysfunctional and need to have their kids taken away. And Kyle and Mauricio, it's over, guys. It's over. Okay. Okay, let's skip over Miami for a second. Just for a second. Oh, I've got a lot to say about Miami. I've been on the phone with Ana. I don't really want to speak for Ana. We only saw one episode. Here's something. I was just looking at my notes about what else I found interesting this week. I found it interesting that the one, the only Kristen Doute, Miss Doute, has come forward and has really kind of slammed Lala. I mean, the headlines are that she slammed her. If you listen to her, it's maybe more like shade, but I guess it is kind of like slamming. She's referring to in the trailer when Lala says, "I've never seen someone get cheated on and become God." Kristen Doute has a problem with that. Kristen says, "Listen, okay, I was cheated on by Tom. I didn't get no, Broadway. First of all, I don't even know if Kristen could sing or dance. She would probably do good on Dancing with the Stars, but Dancing with the Stars is not taking Kristen Doute. I'm sorry. And she's like, nobody gave me all this, but Kristen is, I'm telling you, Kristen's a girl's girl. And all of you who say Lala isn't, well, maybe you're proving me wrong. I've always said she was. I've always been a big Lala fan. So there you go. Okay. And Kristen has a problem with it. So she kind of slammed Lala and said, I said the same thing. How could that be taken out of context? I mean, it's editor, so anything could be taken out of context, but doesn't seem like it to me. And it seems like you were actually referring to that. There's only one person who was cheated on, and she's kind of become God. So she was my most overexposed of the year. I just did the countdown with Rachel. You could tell, listen to that. And then she also goes on to say, shame on you, Lala. You should support Ariana more like I do. And she says she thinks the whole Schwartz and Scheana kiss is total bullshit, which I agree with. This isn't so good heading into the new season, is it? I mean, we have a kiss that's like edited out of proportion. There is no kiss. I think there's so much from that trailer that is not real. I don't think this is going to be the Scandal follow-up season. I have a weird feeling. I hope Vanderpump is great. I want it to be great. I just have a weird feeling. Hey, we have like a month left, guys. Want us to cover that? Let's cover it. We'll cover it with Sarah. We'll cover it alone. We'll cover it here. Oh, God, way to bury the lead. We're trying something new in 2024, which I'm only telling the Patreons, but it's actually going to be on the main feed. So here's the thing. We have a show every single day, okay? We have a Patreon show on Saturdays. We have a show 7 days a week. Nothing is changing with those shows. We're always going to do the interviews. We're always going to have housewives on. We're always going to do the gossip with Melissa Rivers and Sarah and Rachel Yucatel. But a lot of people, for years, the number one thing that has been requested is that I do, can I react to certain things as they happen? Like,